Hello guys, today I'll be reviewing the new Yes album, The Quest. Probably one of my most anticipated albums of the year because of course it's been a while since they've released a new album. Their first album in 7 years. Of course the last album we heard was Heaven and Earth back in 2014 if I remember correctly, and I'll be honest, not one of their better albums in my opinion. Now again, it does have its moments, but I don't think it's one of their best though. But now we have this new album, The Quest, and I did pre-order the box set. I'm definitely looking forward to getting that in the mail. And if you haven't ordered your copy already, definitely do so. Yes, definitely deserves the support. Gotta support your artist. But anyways, let's go ahead and dive into this album. So the album starts off with The Ice Bridge, which is the first single, and I've talked about this song already on my channel. Lyrically, it deals with climate change, and overall, I like the chemistry between the guitar work and the keyboards or synths. And I also like John Davison's vocals in the song throughout. And I also like the solo work towards the end of the song, or towards the second half of the song. But yeah, probably one of my personal favorites on the album. And it's still a song that I'm still enjoying now, but next we have the second single, Dare to Know, and the song has some great melody to it, and I like the orchestral element of the song too. I think it really adds to the song well. But in saying all that, I just like the song. I don't love it. I mean, I know I mean when it comes to opinions that I've seen about the song, some people seem to be enjoying it, but for me, I'm just liking it but not loving it. And of course, my mind on that could change at any time, but as of now, I just like this song. But next we have Minus the Man, a bit of a more melodic song, but what really pulls me to the song is definitely the guitar work pretty much throughout the song. I mean, musically, definitely one of the more interesting songs on the album for me, and yeah, probably one of my personal favorites on the album. I am really digging this one, especially I really dug it during my first listen too. But next we have Leave Well Alone. Kind of different, but still feels like Yes. Musically, definitely goes some pretty interesting directions, such as towards the middle or the second half. And overall, a pretty intriguing song on the album, and definitely one of the most unique songs on the album too, I'd say. But next we get to The Western Edge. Musically, another pretty interesting song on the album. I also like the sci-fi-ish sounding synth work around the 2 minutes mark. Maybe one of my favorite moments in the song. But yeah, overall, another pretty cool song on the album, I'd say. But then you get to Future Memories, and this song was written by John Davison. And throughout the song, you get some pretty guitar, and you also can really feel the emotion from John Davison's vocal performance throughout the song. And I also dig the backing vocals too. But yeah, overall, another pretty cool song on the album for me. I don't know if it'll end up being one of my favorites or not. Honestly, I'm still trying to figure out what my favorites are on the album, but I won't be surprised if this song ends up being a contender to be one of my personal favorites on the album though. But next we have the song Music to My Ears, and I think there was some solid chemistry between the lead vocals and the backing vocals in the song, but outside of that, I think this song is probably one of the weakest songs on the album for me. I don't know if I'll be alone in that or not. But either way, I don't think it's a bad song. I just don't find it musically as interesting as some of the other songs on the album. But again, not a bad song. But next we have Living Island. And the best way to describe the song is heartfelt. Just from the vocals to the melody and so on. Just one of those songs that as you're listening to it, you just find yourself having a smile on your face. Definitely a great way to close off the first disc, and this is another song that might end up being maybe another favorite of mine on the album. But next we move on to Sister Sleeping Soul. And in this song, there's the use of a Portuguese 12-string guitar. I learned about that through a review I saw online, and I thought that was kind of cool to hear. Of course, Steve Howe plays that guitar. And I like how Davison sounds over that guitar too. But yeah, musically, another song that I really dig. I don't know if it'll be one of my personal favorites on the album, but again, I do like it though. But then we move on to a Mystery Tour, and this song is indeed a tribute to the Beatles. Now, when it comes to my thoughts on the Beatles, I think they definitely deserve the respect they get. They definitely have earned their place in the world of music or the world of rock, however you want to put it. But ultimately, their music isn't really for me. I wouldn't say that it's bad by any means. It's just, again, just not really my thing. But again, not bad. I don't think they're bad at all. Definitely talented musicians, but again, their music just isn't really for me, I guess. But yeah, Mystery Tour, probably one of my least favorite songs on the album. Musically, just didn't find it as engaging as some of their other songs, or some of the other songs on the album. It just didn't grab me as much as other songs, like maybe The Ice Bridge, or Sister Sleeping Soul, or Minus the Man. But Mystery Tour, not a bad song. I wouldn't say it's bad, but it is easily one of the weaker songs on the album for me personally. But finally, we get to the album closer, Damaged World. And yeah, I like Steve's vocals, or at least I like his vocals a lot. I think his vocals complement John's vocals fairly well. That's what I was trying to say originally. Sorry about that, but I think both their vocals sound good. I'm not sure how other people feel about Steve's vocals. Maybe not the best vocals out there, but for what was going on in the song, I didn't mind his vocals too much. And I think him and John's vocals complement each other well, but also I think there is some solid chemistry between the synth and the guitar in the song also. But yeah, overall, a pretty solid album closer, I'd say. But overall, if I had to give this album a rating, I'd probably give it an 8.5 out of 10. Of course, my score could change at any time, but as of now, I'm going to go ahead and give it an 8.5 out of 10. But yeah, there are moments that feel like classic, yes, but you also have moments that feel like modern, yes. Another thing I do want to point out is that the album doesn't feel tired, or doesn't feel like the band is going through the motions. To me, it sounds like the band is actually interested in the album, and it sounds like they actually had a good time making the album too. And yeah, overall, I think it's a pretty good album. I think it's definitely a step up from some of their previous albums, or really the recent albums. Maybe their best since maybe 90125. Or a Big Generator, one of those two probably. But probably the best since the 80s is probably the best way to put it. I know that albums like Union and The Ladder and Magnification, I know those albums have their fans, but I think this album might be their best since 90125 or Big Generator. But that's another thing where that my mind on that could change any time. But as of now, I think it might be their best since the 80s. But anyways, let me know your thoughts on the album. Do you love it? Do you hate it? How does it compare to their previous work for you personally? Let me know favorite or least favorite songs and all the good stuff. But anyways, thanks for watching. Please leave a comment, like, subscribe. Have a nice day, and take care.